Good morning, Tax Tip Tuesday 28 out of 52. So last week I was talking about national insurance contributions for employees and also for the self-employed. This week I'm talking about employers' national insurance and also about the employment allowance. So employers pay Class 1 national insurance at 13.8% on their employees' wages over 737 per month. So anything your employees are earning that's over 737 per month, you're going to pay employers' national insurance at 13.8% on. If you have employees who are aged under 25 and apprentices, so if your apprentices are aged under 25, or if you have any employees under 21, then you won't pay any employers' national insurance unless they're earning over 4,189 per month. However, there is an employment allowance, and if your business is eligible, you can reduce your employer's national insurance bill by up to £4,000 per tax year. It was £3,000 for tax years between April 16 and April 20, but it's now £4,000. So if your employer's national insurance bill is under £4,000 per year, you're not going to pay any employer's national insurance. If it's over £4,000, then you don't have to pay the first £4,000 if your business is eligible. So when is your business eligible? Well, if your employer's Class 1 national insurance liability was less than £100,000 in the previous tax year, and that's a combined total for connected companies, then you're eligible. But if you have more than one payroll scheme, you can only claim against one of your schemes. And you cannot claim if you are a company with only one employee who is paid above the NIC threshold and that employee is also a director. So basically, if you are running a payroll as a single director company and you are the only employee on that payroll earning over the NIC threshold and you're a director, then you can't claim the employment allowance. You also can't claim if you're a public body or a business that's doing more than half your work in the public sector. And you can't include employees in your claim whose earnings are within IR35 rules. You also can't claim for employees that you employ for personal or domestic work, such as if you have a gardener that you run a payroll scheme for or a nanny, unless they are a carer or a support worker. I've put a note within the text that you also need to check if the de minimis state aid rules apply to your company before applying for the employment allowance. Most payroll softwares now will ask you the relevant questions to see whether that applies to your business. Employment allowance claims can be backdated up to the previous 4 tax years. So if you're not sure, it's definitely worth having a look. Make sure that you are claiming it if your business is eligible. Or by all means, contact your accountant and check that they've been claiming it on your behalf and that you haven't been overpaying your employer's national insurance contributions. Have a lovely day, everyone.